Welcome to the Final Lap Weekly video version. I can't believe we're finally doing this after 400 episodes. At 401, we have decided to actually record our ugly faces while we do the show.
Right, why not? I mean, it makes sense.
I suppose. So I'm where I am, and Toby is where Toby is, and somehow this is recording together.
Weird. Isn't technology great?
This is great. So you basically, if you're watching this, you're getting the inside scoop, the inside baseball, the behind-the-scenes look at how we record our show, and we actually haven't started yet. You'll know when we start.
That's true. It'll be obvious.
I love the fan, by the way.
Thank you.
That's our only fan.
Yeah.
Get it?
That was a good one. That's a nice, solid start to this first video, Carrie.
All right. So are we ready to actually record the radio program or the podcast?
I don't know. Have we done the checklist?
Well, I can look at you now and actually see. Okay, headphones down, I guess.
Yes.
Microphone down your throat. That's check.
Right.
Recording with red, which I'm not doing yet. And the fans at home are watching them. What in the world are they talking about?
What is this checklist? Oh,
you don't need to worry about that stuff.
Already at the first error, the chair just spring-loaded backwards on its own.
All right.
So there you go.
So we're just making sure that everything is recording because we don't want to not record this. That would kind of defeat the purpose. Oh, the zoom is there. Oh, it disappeared.
It's gone.
Are we going to do video jokes the whole time now?
Of course. Why not? This is the whole beauty of this thing, Carrie.
All right. So now we're going to actually begin the program.
Right.
However, I didn't do any math, so hang on a second.
That's usual. That's okay.
Yeah. See, this is the first time that they are seeing this, though. Where is my stuff? Oh, there it goes. I just realized that when I move the computer, I move my camera.
Right.
Okay, I have my math. Math is being entered. Everybody's home. They're watching it. They do math before doing the show? Well, of course. Who doesn't?
I don't do math. I just chill.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you seated? Yes, you are.
Yes.
The Final Lap Weekly is on. You have found the place where we talk about all things NASCAR. My name is Kerry Murphy. I'm a longtime NASCAR media member and syndicated radio host of all things The Final Lap. Co-host for the show is Toby Christie. He is a NASCAR editor, in all caps, from TributeRacing.com. Are you ready to talk some NASCAR?
Kerry, there's nothing more that I'd love to do today than talk NASCAR with you.
Well, this is a first. Those that are listening, believe it or not, we are now doing a video version.
Yeah, and this is groundbreaking for us. We've never done this before.
It's kind of scary to look at you, actually.
It's appropriate that you went with the hat today. That's good.
Why? Why is it appropriate?
Well, I saw your test runs, and you were going hatless.
Yeah. Well, you got to change up the look.
You're missing this kind of stuff.
You got to change the look, right? You don't want to...
It looks good. It looks good.
Right. How do folks interact with us? Because the list is incredibly long now.
Yeah, I don't even know if we've added the new stuff on here, but there's plenty of ways. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/thefinallap. Like us at facebook.com/thefinallap. And you can check out that beautiful website over there, thefinallap.com.
And, of course, soundcloud.com/thefinallap is a new way to listen to our show. I have started doing, on occasion, a live version of the daily program over at facebook.com/thefinallap. And I've even done some stuff with Periscope. So we're trying everything.
We're just trying to make ourselves available.
Today on the show, it's a crew chief bonanza.
Is there going to be an audio bit there?
No. See, on the radio, on the radio part, I put echo and stuff on it. But
right, I know. But in the radio one, will there be?
Can't get that here. Yeah. So
okay, we'll cut and we'll restart now.
So the 78 crew chief of Cole Pern. Boy, that's topical, isn't it?
Wow, how did you do that?
On this program, chatted with him.
You even set that one up before the news happened.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And also, fans are going to go crazy about this one.
Uh-oh.
The 88 crew chief, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s crew chief, Greg Ives, on the program.
Wow. So in the last 12 months, you're telling me we've had Dale Earnhardt Jr. on this show, TJ Majors, and now Greg Ives?
Yeah, so basically the trifecta of 88 personalities.
That's pretty impressive. That's spiffy. And if you haven't heard those other shows, go back and listen to Dale Jr. and TJ Majors on this show.
Hendrick Motorsports, Panic in the Skies, News at 11.
I don't like that we made a joke out of that.
Oh, sorry. Well, how about this one? Peyton Manning is a NASCAR story somehow.
Okay, I'm waiting on that one.
Okay, we'll have that later on.
Okay.
And they had the always thrilling and exciting Goodyear tire test this week, and we'll have the latest.
Well, that sounds just fun. I love tire tests.
I know the drivers, they prefer that over racing.
Seriously, I don't blame them.
It's way more fun. And
nothing gets the adrenaline pumping like a tire test.
Absolutely. But first, let's get into Las Vegas Motor Speedway last weekend. And as always, we run things down 10-1 because we don't want to give away who might have won.
No. We would never do that.
Casey Kane at number 10 there.
Wow, he might actually get to keep his crew chief for a few more weeks before they put Darian Grubb in there.
So you think that's what's going to happen, huh?
The writing should be on the wall at this point. If it's not going to be that, I think Casey Kane will be gone. So
Kurt Busch, the pole sitter, a blistering pole-setting pace, new track record with that.
Yeah, like 195 miles an hour?
I thought it was a billion. No?
Billion, of course.
Yeah.
You're so good at the hyperbole. Anyway, but yeah, 2 straight poles for Kurt Busch and 2 straight not wins. So
that's because NASCAR yanked it away from him.
Is that what happened?
I think that's what happened.
Really? They really don't like Kurt that much?
Right. He dominated the early part of the race.
Well, yeah, but he did speed on pit road.
Well, you know what? Like Kurt said from the radio, get a speedometer or some sort of limiter.
Well, then it takes all of the skill out of the driver's hand. He just has to hold a button.
That's right. That's how all the other racing series do it.
And we don't like those series. We like NASCAR.
What's wrong with us? Dale Earnhardt Jr. there at number 8. We're going to have his crew chief on later on in the program in case you didn't hear the last 2 minutes.
I'm so excited about that. And, Dale Jr. Qualified 20th, so, his car was pretty far out in left field all weekend, but they were able to dial it in just enough to get a top 10. So I think Dale Jr. Nation should be pretty happy about that.
Then you got Kevin Harvick at number 7, and Ryan Blaney with his best career finish at Vegas. That 21 team looks solid already so far.
Yeah, they really do. And I think we've got some audio here from Ryan Blaney, don't we?
Let's launch into it.
Whoa.
Okay, so now the radio folks are hearing Ryan Blaney. Watching the video, you don't get such, commodities.
But now you get to listen back to the podcast to hear that part. So
see, that's all we want is double. We want everybody to watch the video and then listen to the podcast or vice versa.
How unfortunate is people are using 2 hours of their week now to watch and listen to us.
Well, we do.
Okay, that's true.
So we can only expect the
both
same.
Ways.
Yes. All right, let's get back to it.
Okay.
All right, there you have Ryan Blaney. I requested him for upcoming at Phoenix. I haven't heard back yet.
I don't blame him. If he's going to finish top 6, he doesn't need to talk to you.
That's a good point. Austin Dillon, best career finish in Las Vegas for him as well. And he was angry on the radio.
He was quite frustrated. I've never seen those kind of words come out of Austin Dillon's mouth, so that's kind of cool. Was cool. 2 laps down at one point.
Yeah.
And rebounded. So, he was using quite not conservative language on the radio, for sure.
Definitely not. Kyle Busch, 5th career, top 5. Vibration in the right front in the closing laps. But did you see the pass he made? He went from 6th to 3rd, dive bombing into the turn.
Yeah, man, that was... I thought for sure when he made that move... I see you. I thought for sure when he made that move that, oh my goodness, Kyle Busch has got this thing, it's over. Usually when he makes that move, it's over. There's no stopping him. But he used his stuff up a little bit. And, of course, the vibration in the right front really kind of messed that up.
It was not to be. Jimmy Johnson led 76 laps, also not to be. I went over in the corner and sobbed for a while until the end of the race.
That very corner right over there.
Yep, right. See, now you can see it if you're watching the video. Joey Logano, also best career finish. It seems like a theme in this top 10 at Vegas. Here is JL. All right.
And now, see, I'm very sad. I thought for sure the studio foam would be Jimmy Johnson colors.
Well, I don't know if they make it in those colors, but here I could show you something. Watch this. Watch this. No. Here we go. Little studio tour.
Oh. Whoa.
How about that?
There it is. Cool.
Yeah.
So, if anybody ever wondered.
No wondering. I got a giant door on my wall.
I've got a door above my head.
All right. To victory lane now, Brad Keselowski picks up his second win in 3 years at LVMS after recovering from a pit road speeding penalty. Here's Brad for a while. Seriously, pull up a chair. maybe pour yourself a cold beverage. We'll be back later on in the program. Brad just takes over now for 3.5 minutes, basically doing our job.
God.
Yeah. I forgot how to edit this one.
Wow.
You, sir?
And here to break it down for us this week, his crew chief, Paul Wolf.
Break it down!
Right?
And we're going to go with another Paul Wolf clip. He likes their package.
Well, that was suggestive.
If you say so.
All right.
So Brad, doing donuts and celebrating American flag out the window, fell out. What are your thoughts?
Well, we kind of expected this to happen 30 times ago.
Yeah.
So the fact that it finally happened is not a surprise.
It's not like he threw it out the window, though.
No,
it was a mistake.
It's not like he did the burnout on the flag.
And he unbuckled and did all that stuff, got out of the car and got it himself. So
that's true. So that was pretty spiffy.
I agree. So I mean, it was a mistake, honest mistake.
Yeah. He does get a cool sticker, right?
Yes, he does. And you know how coveted and childlike they like their stickers.
It's like a kid in 3rd grade. Here's your sticker. You did a great job today.
Yep, exactly. So, and they're proud, to paste it on the top of the door there.
Well, yeah, usually, those kind of stickers in school only last for like a 6-week period. Well, this lasts all year.
That's right. My son, he's in 1st grade. He likes to take stickers off the sticker sheet and put them in a book. Which, isn't that defeating the purpose of a sticker?
It's already on a book.
Exactly! But...
So what?
I don't know.
What, is this a specific book, or...?
No, well, he's got, like a Star Wars book, and he's got other themes. So,
and...
I don't know. Anyway, that was off track.
Trip inside the head of a child.
Other stories on the day. This race had it all. Rain, wind, a sandstorm, even.
I heard locusts were just outside the track.
They were standing by. They were about to be called in. But the sandstorm, you couldn't even see the city when that thing was going on. It was amazing.
I'm sure, and what we saw on TV, I mean, geez, that was wild. I thought it was raining really bad, and I was like, why are they still out there?
I don't know what it was about the Vegas race, but I actually enjoyed it more than the Atlanta race, and Jimmy, as you know, won that one.
That's true. We've had some great racing the last couple weeks, actually, and I'm very pumped about this. And Daytona included, it's just been a great start to the season. It's unfortunate the ratings aren't reflecting that, but we're seeing really throwback stuff here where we're not seeing a ton of crazy off-the-wall fake cautions that people usually call out.
Right.
We've seen a couple things that were kind of ticky-tacky, but, Fox, I don't think, has been showing what's actually been happening. I think they've been missing the mark a little bit.
We did have a bunch of pit road speeding penalties and other pit road violations. The NASCAR police were out in force.
Yeah, we talked about Kurt Busch, obviously, earlier. The pole sitter got one. Austin Dillon, of course, that's how he got down 2 laps. Kyle Larson, Greg Biffle, and tons of others received speeding penalties throughout the day. Yeah,
I don't know what it was different, but I don't know. I recall Vegas being like that last year, too.
Yeah, for whatever reason, that pit road entrance is very tricky. I think last year there was a bit of a conspiracy on whether or not NASCAR had the timing correct on pit road, but it looks like they did, and just people are underestimating what it takes to get down that pit road. And not a good start for the old driver, the number 20, Matt Kenseth, after a restart. Him and Chase Elliott got into it. Chase actually plowed into the 20 car, also involved Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards. Chase was running top 10 all day, a solid run for that rookie. Yeah, and he was actually in the top 5 for part of the day, so that's a real huge bummer for him. He was looking pretty good, but not to be at the end of the day. And he was very hard on himself, wasn't he? He almost is too hard on himself. I don't think there's any way you could have avoided that one. No, I mean, there was a car going 200 right in front of you, and it comes to a complete stop, and you're right behind it. There's nothing you can really do. Hey, up next, we've got the crew chief of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number 88 Chevrolet. Greg Ives is going to be on the program next on the Final Lap Weekly. Whoa, yeah, man.
Mind is blown. Hey, so I just realized this video is going to be massive.
Is it? Like huge?
Like the file. How do I make that smaller?
That, I don't know.
Oh, fine. More work for me.
Yeah, well, you need more work.
I do not.
Yes.
I do not. If you're watching this, you better be enjoying it.
Or what?
We're already scolding our viewers.
If you're not enjoying it, we'll just do it again next week.
Deal. Well, people are getting a gem already.
Yes. So, obviously, people are listening or watching this currently. Get back to us. Let us know. Let us know what you think about this.
All right, so we're moving ahead. Those watching the video, you don't get the Greg Ives interview. You're going to have to listen still.
This seems so wrong.
It does, but you know what?
Can't embed it somehow?
Nope. I'm not doing that kind of work.
Okay.
This is a live recorded stream, and I'm not doing any work for it.
All right.
So now we're moving on to segment 3. That's how it's done.
If maybe our listeners could find us a sponsor, we could justify putting in the extra work.
That's right. But as of right now, I do way too much work on this program for no money. Okay.
So go fund us, everyone.
Yeah, go fund us. Maybe we should set that up.
We should. Go fund us. We need $38,000 for the first half of this season.
Where'd you get that number from?
I just guessed.
Okay.
$38,000 for half a year? Sounds pretty good.
Half a year, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to split it up half.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, we can't start very big. It's like Seinfeld when they went in there for the
Why don't we just make it an even 100?
Even 100 what?
Okay.
That's a lot more than 38,000.
Well, we do a good job on this program.
We do, but you have to start small. Remember Seinfeld, the negotiations, the first time they went to NBC?
We're negotiating.
Yeah, I know. And you just got us kicked out of the room right now. 100,000.
All right. Segment 3, here we go.
All right.
Welcome back to the Final Lap Weekly. My name is Kerry Murphy. I am a longtime NASCAR media member and syndicated radio host of all things The Final Lap. Our co-host for the show is Toby Christie, a NASCAR editor from TributeRacing.com. So excited. Heading to the track this weekend, Phoenix International Raceway.
I'm pumped for you, man. That's great. Sounds like you got a really nice list of people you're going to be interviewing. I saw your video that you posted on Facebook the other day.
Oh, did you watch that?
Oh, man, that was just out of this world.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, you didn't wear the hat, though.
No, well, I mean, I can't have the same look for everything. It's bad enough I wear gray for everything.
Yeah, other than that, I was going to say it's pretty spot on. So.
I'm waiting for people to call me out. Why does he wear the same shirt every day? Well, no. I actually have about 20 gray T-shirts and 20 gray sweatshirts.
That's actually kind of weird.
No, because I go into the closet and...
It's like your bat cave?
I don't have to think. Just get a shirt.
I would say something there, but I'm just going to let that one speak for itself.
News of the week! Get the music! That looks pretty weird on video, by the way, folks.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Peyton Manning retired from the NFL this week. Certainly not NASCAR news until you see how many of the sport's top drivers commenting on that subject, including recently retired Jeff Gordon, who said online, "What are you doing to your head?"
I was just wondering how you're going to incorporate this, and now I understand.
Okay. Quote, "Huge congrats on the amazing 18-year career, Peyton Manning. What a way to go out on top." Those are.
Guessing he used some exclamation points.
He did, yeah.
He was quite generous with those exclamation points, it seems.
NASCAR's most popular driver for the last 42 years running, Dale Earnhardt Jr., actually spoke about the topic.
42 years, huh?
And the soon-to-be retired. Are you questioning my stats?
No.
Okay.
Keep going, Mr. Statman.
The soon-to-be retired Tony Stewart had this to say.
People who watch our show and listen to our show are going to be talking to their friends at the water cooler. Yeah, I mean, Dale Jr.'s been most popular driver for the last 42 years.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? They said it's on the internet. Must be true.
It's on the Final Lap Weekly. It has to be true.
All right, a little serious news here. A Hendrick Motorsports plane made an emergency landing in Memphis on its way home from Vegas last week after the race. There was smoke in the cabin, but landed safely without injuries. No smoke inhalation or anything like that. The plane is, or was, being inspected.
Okay. Serious news here, after you just joked about it earlier.
They probably didn't hear that part.
Possibly, but if they go back and watch the video of this, they will know.
I'm going to give you the most exciting news of the day.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me get really excited about this. Goodyear's holding a tire test. They did it this week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is the second of 8 of said tire tests for this year. If you're keeping track at home, that is...
Oh, let me write that down.
Write that. Seriously, tally it up. Drivers were having loads of fun, and those drivers included Martin Truex Jr., Austin Dillon, Jamie McMurray, and Brian Scott. So they are the lucky folks.
All right.
Have a frown on their face this week.
You don't have to read the rest of that stuff. That was optional.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because I don't think anybody cares.
Okay.
Cole,
Well, thank you.
Cole Pern, crew chief for Martin Truex Jr., is going to sit out the upcoming race weekend at Phoenix. That's this coming. As the team, out of nowhere, has decided to withdraw their penalty appeal. Todd Barrier is going to call the shots for the 78. And I spoke with Cole last weekend about all the rash of NASCAR penalties to start the season, and his chat is coming up in a few minutes.
Rashes are terrible.
They are, especially when they come in the form of a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, it's already that's like insult to injury when you have a rash already.
And Martin lost 15 points, which I think is probably what hurt the most.
Yeah, I don't think losing Cole for one race would be that big of a deal, but even 15 points isn't a big deal anymore as long as you win a race.
But he hasn't done so.
But he's pretty close already.
I don't think close counts.
No, but if you knock on the door enough times, the door will fall over, Kerry. Right?
I don't know if that's a saying.
No?
Because I think my hand would be bloodied trying to knock a door over. So
Well, if you kick a door
maybe,
enough times, it'll
if you're
bust
like
open.
SWAT or something.
If you run your car through a door enough times, it will plow through.
Well, a car might do it the first time.
Right? Okay. There you go, see?
Weird tangent there.
Somewhere in there is the truth.
Cup Series point standing is what we're looking at now. Austin Dillon, for the first time ever, I believe. That's probably not true.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Martin Truex Jr. there at number 9, free falling because of the 15 points.
In fact, I can tell you that's absolutely not true. In Austin Dillon's very first ever Daytona 500, he finished 9th, which would put him in the top 10
Okay,
points.
leave it to you to have the actual stats. See, I like making up things.
Oh, I know.
Makes it
I know
more
all
fun.
too well.
Denny Hamlin has an asterisk next to his name, which means he has a fancy winner's sticker on his car.
Cool. Do they get double asterisks when they win more than one?
There'll just be like a row of them for Jimmy.
Yeah, cool.
Carl
How about
Edwards,
Carl Edwards,
number 7, no asterisk.
least social driver in NASCAR.
The most social driver in NASCAR?
Least social.
Oh, least. Oh, that's right. He's not online at all.
No, he's also very hard to get an interview with sometimes.
But he's not on Twitter, Facebook, nothing, right?
No,
Okay.
does nothing.
His PR person actually got back to me.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Wow.
Might have something in the works for Fontana.
First time in the last 10 years that he's ever sent an email to somebody.
I
think.
won't believe it till I have the mic going back and forth.
Until he hears this show, and then he'll be like, okay.
Kurt Busch at number 5, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick 3. Jimmy Johnson has an asterisk next to his name. And then you got Kyle Busch, who is up by 6.
Yeah, it's a huge margin he's got there.
Yeah, he's rocking the 6.
That's cool to see Jimmy Johnson. One of the winners is actually up to 2nd now, because we were talking about that last week. The winners were mired in the second half of the top 10 there.
Did we say Brad Keselowski had an asterisk? I don't know if we did.
But he does, so there you go.
Yep. And that was just last week.
Right. And for those that are watching this is a little tangent here. In the notes, there is the asterisk, and it lets us know that means fancy winner stickers are on their car.
I didn't want you to come back to me and go, why is there an asterisk next to their name?
Yeah, I would have done it too. I would have called you out.
You would have.
What's so special about these guys? Of course Johnson's got an asterisk.
I should have put a whole row of them just surrounding asterisks.
With a woo in the middle.
That's right. Not that I've ever done that.
No, definitely not. You ought to see your texts after Jimmy Johnson wins a race.
And
Jeez.
You notice every hour, about an hour after the first woo,
you send another one.
I'm still going, see.
And if you haven't noticed, between the first woo and the second woo, Toby has said nothing.
I know. All right, we're heading to Phoenix International Raceway this weekend. At least I am. If you like snakes, there's something called Rattlesnake Hill. So you can plop down on the hill there and hang out with the snakes.
That's cool. I like hills that have rattlesnakes.
You got snakes. Lots of cactuses or cacti. I'm not sure which.
It's cacti.
Probably. And they're the ones with the arms, too. That look like that. Like an Egyptian walking.
Yeah, they're the ones with the arms.
I should take a picture of one to prove it.
Why do people think those aren't a real thing? Is that really a thing, not thinking those are real?
I think it is. But they are
you
real.
Sure?
Yes.
Why would we think that's not real?
In fact, they're at the airport, too.
And why does the note say that this is race 35 of 36?
Because this is copy and pasted from last year. You're not supposed to notice stuff like that.
Well, I'm just on it, man.
How about race number 4 of 36?
There you go. That sounds more likely.
It's a 1-mile oval. Banking in turns 1 and 2, 10 to 11 degrees. 3 and 4, 8 to 9 degrees. Front stretch is 3 degrees. Man.
Woo!
Back stretch 8 to 9. There's a lot of degrees there.
Mm-hmm.
Front stretch is 1,179 feet. Back stretch 1,551. Cup race 312 laps for 500 kilometers.
Not equidistant.
Not at all. Nothing is equidistant about this track.
Sucks.
Last year's winner was Kevin Harvick, who has won the last 38 times at the track.
I don't think that's correct.
No? Okay, you say so.
Okay.
He did win last year, I think, and the year before, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he swept the year before and won last year. I don't know. It's a lot. We'll get to how many in a second.
38, but close enough.
Cup, check out all the action Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Right.
You got any keys to racing and winning there?
Yeah, there's lots of things you can do at PIR to increase your chances of winning. You got to remember the dogleg backstretch is the most unique in NASCAR. Drivers will cut the distance and go way below the yellow line down through there. Although that's kind of been cutting out now that the track's been aging, but we'll see if it still plays a factor. Also, it's a crew chief's nightmare. Cold sweats and whatnot. Every turn, totally different, as we mentioned there with the track stats. So your driver will be happy on one end of the track, not so much on the other end.
Okay. Whatever Toby says.
Blop, 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 blop.
Toby's going to continue now.
Why? Because if I start, you get Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, how did you figure that out?
I am so good. I just figured there's no reason I would ever start. And you're so lazy, you can't just reorganize the list?
Well, no, because they're in order by wins. So
is that what you did here?
I had to do it this way.
All right, I'll start. Kurt Busch in the number 41 Stewart Haas Racing Chevrolet. He's got a win, 6 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and an average finish of 13.524 at Phoenix International Raceway.
Denny Hamlin's got a win, 9 top 5s, 11 top 10s, 2 poles, average finish of 11.429, fourth best.
Kyle Busch at the track that used to be named after Jeff Gordon has a win, 4 top 5s, 13 top 10s, 2 poles, average finish of 13.8.
That was one day. It wasn't even the weekend.
It was actually twice. They did it in the second race of the year, too.
Okay. Kyle Busch has got a win. Oh, wait, did you do that already?
I did that one.
Okay, I'm not even listening. Carl
You're going to
Edwards,
be off track. You won't get Jimmy.
2 wins, that's right. 7 top 5s, 12 top 10s, 3 poles, average finish 11.136, third best.
And that was, of course, Carl Edwards, in case people couldn't tell over the giggling.
Yes.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Wow.
See,
wow.
You got your guy.
Holy cow, you gave me the guy that gets me all the clicks online. That's cool. 3 wins, 8 top 5s, 13 top 10s, an average finish of 17.
Jimmy Johnson, the driver of the Lowe's Chevrolet, number 48, Hendrick Motorsports machine. He's got 4 wins, 15 top 5s, 19 top 10s, 3 poles, and an average finish of 7.727. Series best. Series best. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool, but that's not the series best amount of wins of this track.
Okay.
That belongs to Kevin Harvick. He's got 7 wins, Kerry. 7.
So not 38?
That's almost double Jimmy Johnson's win total with this track.
Okay.
He's got 11 top 5s, 15 top 10s, a pole, average finish of 9.273.
Up next, the crew chief of the 78, who's not even going to be at the track this week, Cole Pern, is up next right here on the Final Lap Weekly.
Nice.
All right.
So we're not doing fantasy racing this week, huh?
Nope, taking it
So
away.
you obviously are back over 100th in the league now.
I didn't even look, actually.
You fell.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
well,
I'm 69th. You're like 108th or something.
I think 4 of my drivers were in that Matt Kenseth mess.
I had Carl Edwards and Chase Elliott.
Okay.
Luckily, Edwards rebounded.
So we are simply just falling out of this interview and just wrapping it up.
Oh, cool. People get to see this process then. That's awesome.
3, 2, 1. Oh! There you have Cole Pern, Martin Truex Jr.'s crew chief. Thanks so much for him for joining us on the program, as well as Greg Ives, crew chief for Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number 88 car, also was on this program. So rewind again and listen.
Yeah, or if you're watching the video, sucks.
Oh, well, yeah, you don't get any of that.
But hey, You know what was cool? We fell from like equidistant spots because we landed at the same time this time.
I saw that.
That was cool.
Instead of just listening. Checkered flag is flying on this show. This has been the Final Lap Weekly. Catch us next week right here when we will recap the racing at Phoenix and preview Fontana Auto Club, Speedway, California, Speedway, and whatever else they're calling it these days.
Jeff Gordon International.
All the stories in between will be packed in there too. Toby, you and I will chat next week.
Bye.
That's it?
I guess. I don't know. What's up?
All right. Thanks you so much for watching this for some reason. And check out all our other stuff online. Just slash the Final Lap. That's it.
Oh, so just so
Bye.
needy. Just celebrate. Watch all of our stuff.
That's
please.
it. We're pros. We're pros here. Can you tell we've never done video before?
Oh, never. Man.
No.